Hello friends, today we will learn about rational numbers. So before going to the topic, let's discuss some other numbers that we have learnt earlier. Starting with the numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on. As we know, these are called as natural numbers and they are denoted by the letter n. Now then we added number 0. So now the total set is called as whole numbers and is denoted by the letter W. After that, if we add on some negatives of the natural numbers, the total set will be called as now integers. So these are the numbers we have learnt earlier: natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. Apart from this, we have read about some other numbers like 2 by 5, 3 by 7, 9 by 5 and so on. These are called as fractions. So here we will put one situation. Suppose this is the sea level. If something is there above the sea level, suppose a 250 meter above, so we were denoting it as plus 250 meter. And suppose something is there below the sea level 250 meter, then we denote it by minus 250 meter. This one we have read in integers. Now suppose this 250 meter I convert into kilometers. So 250 meters can be written as 1 by 4 kilometers. Now what about this? Now how minus 250 meter can be represented? So we can say it can be represented as minus 1 by 4 kilometer. Now these types of numbers we have never come across. So we will read about these types of numbers. Let's take another situation. As in integers we have seen, if we add two integers, we get an integer. If we subtract two integers, then also we'll get one integer. If we multiply two integers, then also we'll get an integer. But if I divide two integers, is it required it should be an integer? What type of number we will get? So 2 divided by minus 3 I can write as 2 by minus 3. Now what are these numbers called? So here we will learn about these types of numbers like minus 1 by 4 and 2 by minus 3. As we can see, these numbers are more familiar to fractions as they have a numerator and a denominator. We can see a numerator and a denominator, and they use negative signs. So it resembles like integers. So in these types of numbers, it's a combination of fractions and also integers. Now the numbers which are of this form are called as rational numbers. So in short we can say rational numbers are the numbers which can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers. P and Q should be integers, and the most important condition is Q should not be equals to 0. So any number which can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q cannot be 0, then those types of numbers will be called as rational numbers. Now let's see more about it. As we say, they should be in the form of P by Q. So it can be written like 2 by 3 or minus 3 by 5 or minus 2 by minus 3 or 3 by minus 2. These types of numbers are called as rational numbers. As you can see, all are integers and in none of them the Q is equal to 0. That means the denominator is not 0. So rational numbers are denoted by the letter Q. Q is actual for quotient. So quotient is nothing like, suppose I write something as when we divide something we get a quotient. So something is divided by something. Suppose a numerator by a denominator if I write. So it is denoted by the letter Q. So here we see the numbers can be positive, can be negative, anything. But why Q cannot be 0? That's the question. Why Q cannot be 0? Let's imagine we are dividing a number by 0. What we can get? That means 0 times what I will do so that I will get 5. We don't have any such number here. 0 multiplied by anything, we will get 0 only. We will never get 5. So we don't have anything like that. So 5 by 0 is not defined. 5 by 0 is not defined. So we cannot divide any number by 0. It is like, suppose I write 4 by 2. That means 4 is divided into 2 parts. So each part will have 2 because 2 2s are 4. But if I write 4 by 0, then 0 into what will give you 4? So there is no such number that it will give 4. That's why Q cannot be 0. Now, let's say more about this. So as you said, any rational number should be in the form of P by Q and Q cannot be 0. Suppose I take some numbers like 3 by 5. Now is it a rational number? Yes. Now you may say it is also a fraction because it has a numerator and a denominator. So it is a fraction. But if I write minus 3 by 5, yes, it is a rational number because we are using integers. Can we say it is a fraction? Never. So we will not say it is a fraction because we have negative sign. So we cannot do any fraction means what? It is a part of a whole. So we never get negative parts. So can I cut a square into 4 negative parts? So what to understand by that? So it doesn't make a sense. But if I say cut it into 4 equal parts, we can do like this. And each part can be 1 by 4. So it's a fraction. But suppose I say make minus 1 by 4 parts, then it doesn't make any sense. So we can say here the relation between rational and fractions. All fractions can be called as rational numbers, but all rational numbers cannot be fraction. So this means that 1 by 3, 2 by 5, these all are fractions. These all are rational numbers also. But if I write minus 1 by 3 or minus 2 by 5, these are only rationals. We cannot call them as fractions. We cannot call it as fractions. So, moving on. Suppose I write a number 5. Now, can I say 5 is a rational number? Now, you may get a question. Now, as I said, a rational number means we should have a numerator and a denominator, but 5 is a whole number. So, how can we call it as a rational? Yes, we can call it as a rational. As we remember, at the beginning I have said, rational number means it can be. When I use the word can be, it can be written in the form of P by Q. So 5 I can write as 5 by 1, because any number divided by 1 gives the same number again. So 5 by 1 is 5. So 5 by 1 is in the form of P by Q. And if it is in the form of P by Q, then it is a rational number. That means any natural number, we can write it in the form of P by Q, and all natural numbers will be called as rational numbers. Similarly, if I take a negative number, so minus 5 can be also written as minus 5 by 1. So minus 5 by 1 is in the form of P by Q. Since it is in the form of P by Q, it is a rational number. That means negative numbers are also rational numbers. Now what about 0? 0 also can be written as 0 by 1, the same thing, that is in the form of P by Q, something by something, the numerator and a denominator. Then it is a rational number. So here also we find that negative numbers, positive numbers, and all are rationals. That means all the integers are rational. But the reverse is not correct. Why? Because see, suppose I write minus 3 by 5. Can I say minus 3 by 5 is an integer? Not at all. Integer means it should be a positive natural number or a negative number. But minus 3 by 5. 3 by 5 is not at all a natural number and is not a negative of a natural number. So, integers can be called as rationals, but rationals cannot be called as integers. Finally, we can say that under rational numbers, we get integers and fractions. So it's a combination of integers and fractions. Now, we have two types of rational numbers. One is a positive, another one is a negative rational number. Now, what is a positive? In a positive rational number, the denominator and the numerator must be of the same sign. Either both should be positive or both should be negative. Then it will be called as a positive rational number. Now, a negative rational number, they should be of opposite sign. So, one must be plus, another one minus, or the numerator can be minus and the denominator can be plus. Then it will be called as a negative rational number. So, let's take some examples like this. So, in positive, we can write like 2 by 3 or minus 2 by minus 3. In negatives, we can write as 2 by minus 3 or minus 2 by 3. So, these are the two types of rational numbers, positive and negative. Now what about 0? Now 0 is neither negative and nor positive rational number. So we can call 0 as a non-negative, or we can call it as a non-positive. It doesn't come under anything, neither negative nor positive. So 0 can be called as a non-negative rational number or a non-positive rational number. Hope now the rational number concept is clear. Just you have to remember the concept of fractions and integers. The characteristic, what the properties of fractions and the properties of integers will give you the properties of rational numbers. Thank you and keep exploring.